Good evening, and welcome to the show. I'm Devin Tompkins, filling in for Larry King, who's got a suspenders-related rash. About 5 years ago, a transport plane carrying children out of England due to a bomb scare was shot down over the Pacific. We've got with us a survivor from this plane crash. Thank you for being on the show tonight, Ralph.
Thank you.
Now, Ralph, the report states that you were down on this island for approximately 5 months. Did it feel that long?
Yeah, it was really long. But to be more exact, it was approximately 4 months, give or take a day.
Felt like 4 months, okay. Now, when you got on this island, what was your first priority?
For me, it was rescue fire. After we rallied all the boys together using the conch that I found, we made an effort to get a single fire on the go, and then it was shelter and food.
Now, who decided that you were going to make the decisions, that you were going to get the signal fire first? How did that work?
We had a vote, a government type vote. After all the boys were together, we sat down, and it was in between me and Jack, another fellow boy on the island, and I was the leader.
So what was Jack's running stance? What was he going to do if he was leader?
His main priorities were hunting.
Hunting.
Pigs.
Pigs. Was there anything else on the island to eat or hunt?
Pigs were the only known wildlife that we had on the island. We never had contact with any others. But food, we had some fruits that we found on the island, and we had a small supply of fresh water.
Small supply of fresh water. Now, the naval captain that found you said that you and the boys were in a state of disarray. What happened?
The government fell apart. The government type fell apart. Jack was completely set on hunting and killing, and his group, they were the choir at school, his group turned savage, complete savage.
Please, savage.
I'd give us a day or two left in our state.
And you'd all be wiped out.
We'd be wiped.
We'll find out how you got to that point after these messages. Welcome back. If you're just joining us now, we're here with Ralph, who is a survivor of a plane crash over the ocean. Now, Ralph, you said that things spiraled into chaos. How did it start? What was the first sign that things weren't going the way they should?
The first sign saying that things were not going to turn out good, we'll say, was the rescue flyer that we had on top of the mountain. Jack and his crew were supposed to take care of it, but they let it out numerous times, and it ended up burning a portion of the forest, and a boy was killed.
A boy was killed when the fire wasn't watched properly.
We suspect.
And how long was the fire up there? Did you keep this fire going the whole time?
No, we didn't. There was once where Jack and his crew were supposed to have it lit, but unfortunately they never. It went out, and a ship passed by. So early rescue was out of question.
Just passed by, wow. Now, what was Jack's crew doing, not maintaining this fire? What were they up to?
They went hunting. That was their main intent in hunting.
And they didn't listen to your rules? That was a lower priority, you said, correct?
Yeah. At the beginning, it was pretty well maintained. The rules were listened to, and there was no major outbreak of chaos, but after they were hunting and they got the first pig, rules were out the window, there was no government system, and we were in trouble.
You said before there wasn't an outbreak of chaos. Was there an outbreak of chaos? Did anything happen?
Yeah, after, as I said, the first pig kill that Jack got, they were bloodthirsty. That's all they had in mind. Rescue wasn't in their heads. There was no basic supplies, shelter, food. It was just kill.
Kill. So they weren't killing for food. They were killing for fun.
As their own thing to do.
Did any of your survivors, were they killed?
Unfortunately, yes. There were, we think, 3 boys killed on the island. The first in the fire that broke down over the mountain. The second was Piggy. We used his spectacles to ignite the fire. One of Jack's men went savage and pushed a boulder over the cliff, which hit Piggy, and he fell off the cliff.
Wow. And the third boy?
The third was Simon. The little ones actually thought there was a beast on the island. They spotted a dead parachuter out of a warplane in a tree, and so they were frightened and thought it was a monster. But when Simon realized that it wasn't a monster and it was just a dead parachuter, he came running out of the forest at night to tell us, and in a state of panic, he was beaten and killed.
A state of panic. What were you doing when you came down the forest?
We were just there. All little ones and a few of us, bigger kids. We were just there.
Celebrating the kill of the pigs?
Unfortunately, yes. But, it was one time.
One time. One time too many. Back after these messages. Visit us on the web at LarryKingLive.com. Welcome back. I'd like to thank you for being on our show tonight, Ralph. It must have been difficult after all these years, losing 3 children under your command as leader of the group of children.
Yeah, it was pretty hard. 5 years ago, it has been some time, and I have gotten over some of it, but it's still strong in the memory.
Still strong in your memory. Thank you. We'll see you again. Good night and good luck.